Hey friends, welcome back to another Cataween video. Today we're going to look at what's new at Michael's for their Halloween 2019. We're going to start off with their craft aisles. I really love all these wood veneer pieces that you can paint and you can alter to your own liking. These boxes I think are new. I don't remember them from last year, but they do light up and you can paint them, and I think they would be really neat. Mr. Riffy and I have already been thinking about buying some and decorating them this Halloween season. And as you can see, there is a variety and the prices are pretty good. And if you know, Michael's always has coupons and discounts, so you don't have to pay the full retail price. I have to say this jack-o'-lantern with the stars and moons has to be my favorite, and is probably going to be the one I'm going to get. And you can see it's $5, and more than likely there's going to be like a 40% off, so you're going to pay about $2 for this, and it lights up, which is really cool. Next up are these really cool yard signs. I really love the Welcome Scaredy Cats with the vintage black cat. It is really neat, and I'm going to show you the prices. I'm going to turn these all around so you can look at them, but I do plan on going back for that Welcome Scaredy Cats. It's really beautiful. They also had a variety of lawn decor pieces, like the blow-up ones, Mickey and Minnie, and a Hello Kitty, which I thought was really cute. And then they have Snoopy on a pumpkin, Jack Skellington, ghosts, dragons, just so many different blow-ups you can use on your lawn. And of course they have a whole section if you want to set up your spooky village. So many different cool pieces. I think some of them are new this year. I'm not entirely sure which ones are because I don't really have a setup to set up the spooky village. If I had the room, I think I would. I want to say the hot air balloon is new, and then also this kind of carnival style that they have. So they have this tilt and hurl with the pumpkins, which are super neat. And then of course all the little figurines. You don't necessarily have to create a spooky village for this. You can use them also for fairy gardens or a shadow box. So I really love looking at these if you're a crafter. They're really neat, or even if you just like setting things up in just like a display, they're really cool. These next ones are the Ashland ones, which are really cool. I love that they have some like vintage Halloween inspiration in there with the jack-o'-lanterns and the skeletons, you know, with the kind of like clown outfit and the spooky little ghosts. I really do like these a lot. These could definitely be used in a like a little fairy garden or in a shadow box. I think they would be cool to incorporate in different crafts. You have the tiny spell books and the little hay barrels. Super neat. Now we're moving on to some of the other decor pieces that they have. So this is more like your haunted graveyards, decor for your lawn, you know, more traditional that you see typically every year. So you have gravestones and bones and skeleton hands and caution tape, all sorts of different things here. And then I'll be able to show you the different picks that they have for flowers and or pots. I've always wanted one of these like life-size skeletons. I think they're really cool, and mostly because Halloween Happy, if you follow her, Sam, she has hers, which she named Miles. I think he looks really cool, and it would be really cool to have one. So we're getting to the end of this aisle. Like I said, there's so much, you know, the typical stuff that you see. Some of these are really great for altered projects. I used a lot of them last year when I did 100 Days of Halloween, which I'm not doing this year, but I am giving you guys a variety of videos and projects to come soon. Something that I did notice that was different this year that I hadn't seen before are these really spooky like doll pieces. So you have like the hands and the faces, which are really creepy but would be cool to use in different projects. Now we're going to move on to the picks that I was talking about that you can put in flower pots. So we'll take a look at that. I really love these little witch hats. They're really cute, and if you decorate your mantle or your you know, where you put your dishes and stuff, your cabinets, they would be really neat to put them inside your dishware. I really love all the candy corns. I think they're really cool, and I have some in mind, some Ray Dunn pieces that I would love to incorporate these in. They have such a variety and already being discounted at 40% off. And then if you buy, like, you use a really cool coupon, like when was it, yesterday, at Joann's they had a 60% off coupon that you can use at Michael's, because they do accept competitor coupons. You can get really good deals on some items that you like. Now we're moving on to the really cool decor pieces that they have this year. There's a lot of repeat from last year, but then there's also some really cool new pieces. So they have different themes according to, you know, whatever you like. I love a lot of these purples that they incorporated. You can totally, like, one of my visions, or I would love to do, is like a mantle or a table decorated just kind of very witchy, and some of these pieces would be really perfect for that. I love the hand and the skull that have like the different parts of the hand for like palm reading, and then the skull has a different parts of the skull. That moon is really, really cool. They just have so many cool pieces. This moon is really cool if it was part of like my kind of decorating abilities, but it's not. It's a little too spooky for me. I'm kind of not too cutesy, but a little bit more, I guess, PG-13. No. Probably PG. It's probably Disney. Who am I lying? So I don't really go too creepy or gory. It's not really my style, but I do enjoy seeing it. I think it's really cool. They have, like I said, here's a different take on it. This is like more of the fortune teller or the tarot card readings. So many different cool things. I really love this pillow with the palm reading. Anything like that I think is really, really cool, and a lot of stores have been bringing that out. It started last year, and now it's just been being kind of like put into many different decor pieces, which is really, really neat. And that cauldron down there with the gold and black is really cool. They have a lot of fortune teller signs. I got one last year that I really, really loved from Ross, so I think I'm okay with fortune teller pieces. And then they have some pillows up there and some open book pieces. You do have to take a look at what you purchased though, because I saw some from last year. I didn't really take a good look this time, but it's more of a sticker instead of like engraved into, the plaster. So they can just easily come apart, and I like purchasing pieces that are going to last a long time and not something I'm going to throw out at the end of the season. I just like investing in stuff that I know I'm always going to love. That sign with the palmistry reading was really cool, but again, I noticed a lot of these were just like a sticker glued on there, and that's not really kind of my style. Next, I wanted to take a look at these little ceramic pumpkins that you can decorate. They had little skulls and jack-o'-lanterns and Frankenstein's monsters. I really love these really big ones that are like the sugar skulls. That puppy and kitty are super cute, and then they have some jack-o'-lanterns that look like cats, and then normal jack-o'-lanterns. Now we're moving on to my favorite area. I mean, Michael's just knocked it out of the park. I really love vintage Halloween, so I like the orange and the black and like the traditional jack-o'-lanterns and black cats, and they just did so well. There's so many pieces that I want, which is bad for my wallet, but there's so much good stuff. I mean, look at their faces. They're super cool. They have so many varieties, and this pillow, I need to go back for this pillow. It's a black cat, and he's really cool. He reminds me of the sign I showed you guys earlier in the video, so I'm definitely going to go back for that one. They have a variety of pillows, but in my opinion, the retail price is a little too hefty, usually about $35 or more, and I think it's better to wait once they're discounted. They have a lot of 10 pieces and just traditional colors. And you know, it's basically timeless, because Halloween for most people is black and orange and white, and it's very timeless, something that you can have for a while. I really love that bottle cap sign, the moon one, super cute. I definitely want to go back for that one. One thing I also noticed is that so much stuff had Hocus Pocus on it, because they know it's gonna sell. You put Hocus Pocus on something and I'm gonna buy it. I mean, I'm just gonna buy it. It's so cool. It's just so nostalgic. I love Hocus Pocus, and so many people do as well. But look at this. I have to have this. I'm gonna go back for it. It's super cool. It is very, very vintage Halloween. It's styrofoam, super lightweight, but really, really neat. They did such a great job with that piece. The only thing I would say is I wish it didn't have glitter. I don't really like glitter in my Halloween pieces, but it's just really well made. And like I said, a lot of black cats, which I love black cats, but my favorite are jack-o'-lanterns. I also love this little boot of the witch's boot. It reminds me of that like childhood story. I don't know the name about it, but it was about a witch and her living in her boot, I want to say. They have this little witch clock, the little witch's hat. I think I remember seeing that last year. And a lot of like cute figures. Look at the sign. It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. That is a really cool sign. I have to dig up my decorations to see if I have anything similar, because I don't want to buy repeats just because it says Hocus Pocus. And look at this guy. Oh my gosh, really cute. I love it. I've never seen this at Michael's. I've seen them more like at TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and it's about the same price. I want to say about $40. So if you get it discounted, or I want to say discounted, it's about the price you would get it at TJ Maxx. So I mean, not too bad. And then they also have a lot of different like just normal decoration pieces, like potion bottles and lanterns and other little knickknacks. And look at this pillow. This is another one that I want with the black cat, because, you know, Zachary Binks. But look at this one. It says it's all a bunch of Hocus Pocus. It's really well made, so I might go back for that one. All these little jars are cute too to put in your kitchen. And then all the books, just so many neat pieces. I mean, Michael's, you knocked it out of the park. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!